Hey guys. Cheers. I've been working so hard. I don't know if I can show you. Oh, let me show you this. Look at my refrigerator. I got a drink sign now. I'm not very I don't write very good, but it looks better than look, let me show you. I'm such a girl. Oh my gosh, I am such a girl. Hang on, worrying about. Okay, let me show you what I'm talking about. See how ugly that is with that? It's like magic. So I got drink. Listen, I gotta take this off. I had Kelly. I had the group home here yesterday, and Judy, y'all know who Judy is. I told her I'm getting naked. I mean, I have them clothes, but I told Judy, I said, Judy, I have a surprise for you. Judy hates going to my garage to get drinks because you have to go out in the freezing cold, right? And my garage is a long way from the education center. So they have to walk all the way to get drinks. So I said, Judy, I got a surprise for you. And I went, and she starts going, yeah. Listen, it's the little things that makes a difference. She was jumping up and down, ripped up, excited that I had a refrigerator now. So she didn't have to walk all the way in the freezing cold downhill to the to get a drink from my garage. I don't know what this piece of hair is doing. It looks like I have a daggum ponytail. I've already called my hairdresser and go, look, dude, I have a ponytail coming out the side of my head. Like, what the crap? Anyway, it's the new look. And I'm in the process of doing a YouTube video, and some of this is on there, but I'm running into a little bit of problems. This ponytail, y'all, that is hilarious. Is that not hilarious? Anyway, I'll try to hide it so it's not like staring at you. Okay. So I'm running into a problem with as soon as kids walk into this education center, because let's just say it's pretty fun, you know what I'm saying? It's pretty fun. You have to admit, okay? And there's animals in here. So what ends up happening is the kids walk in here, and then the parents like go do a birthday party, or they're setting up a birthday party, and then the next thing you know, kids are coming in here by themselves. And I'm like, this ain't gonna work. I do have a camera in here, but I'm like, this is not going to work. This has to be monitored. I have animals in here. I could care less if the stuffed animals got stolen, but my animals, I have to watch. So I went and purchased this to put on the door so that it automatically locks, and you have to have a code to get in so that my animals stay safe. So I came up with that. It's cuter than a price tag, right? You have to admit, it's cuter than a price tag. I'm on the struggle bus when it comes to buying stuff for the education center, for the gift shop. Hang on, I'll tell you why. this is the deal. I'm a small business, right? So like I don't have business accounts set up with all these places to buy like stuffed animals and stuff. And like these were handmade. Well, these are like my cost is like 12. This is not cute. I mean, my cost is like $12, $15 for these. Well, I can't sell these for $20. You know what I'm saying? And so like these, like my cost is outrageous, but I don't really have, I mean, I am a business, right? I have to make money to pay for my feed and pay for my vet bills and stuff like that. But the gift shop was invented not to get rich. I can't get rich off a gift shop, right? The gift shop was invented because kids are disappointed, y'all. When they come to my farm and there's no toys or gifts to buy at Snead's Farmhouse, they're like, "You don't have a gift shop?" And I'm like, "No, but I'm gonna get one. I'm gonna get one." So I just basically, if I break even and don't go backwards, I feel like I'm successful. This is still, my ponytail is still sticking out no matter what I try. Is it like it's like you're staring at it? I feel like. Anyway, so I did. Look at this. This is a goose. It's not a duck. It's a goose. And look, it's got like the little things on it. Like it's got feathers, like my goose. Tell me that is not the cutest thing you've ever seen in your life. Shane doesn't watch me live, so I don't have to worry about this. But you see this? You look at this and you're like, you don't have a floppy ear bunny. It's on the agenda. Okay. I am starting to get booked left and right for libraries. And although I do not enjoy taking my animals places, I do not. But how can you say no to a bunch of kids, right? So I'm like, yes, I'll go. I'll go. Well, last year, we got to do something. I cannot sit here and look at my hair like this. I was going to look for a string. I know, look, if all else fails, use a zip tie, okay? Let's see if a zip tie will work. Dear Jesus. I know y'all are staring at it. Don't lie. You're staring at that ponytail. We're using it. It's fixed. Okay. So last year when I was going into the libraries, I had baby pigs. Well, how cute is that? And I took a rabbit, I took the tortoise, and I took baby pigs. Well, I'm popular when I have baby pigs, right? It has nothing to do with me. Well, I've been sitting here going, okay, I've got to prepare for the summer because I have to take animals with me into the libraries. And I'm like, what am I going to take? I mean, I could take Ruger, but he's going to poop everywhere, But, and Ruger's kind of a handful. I mean, he'll walk on a leash. So the point that I'm getting is I'm talking to a breeder and I'm going to get a floppy ear rabbit. You know those rabbits that get ginormous and their ears just like hang to the ground? I forgot what they're called. Anyway, I'm talking to a breeder that shows them, and I'm talking to her about the keep French lop. I'm talking to her about because it's not going to be in a cage. It's going to be in a separate pen than my Angoras. And I'm like, can they stay on the ground? Because, it has to be litter box trained. So I'm like, is that going to be is their ears going to get disgusting if they're free ranging? So I'm talking to her about all that needs to be like the enclosure, like what I need to prepare for this summer, because would a loppy, what's it called again? A French lop, that's what it's called. So I saw this and I was like, this is going to be at Snead's Farmhouse. So the babies have been born right now, but there's a particular one that I want. Now y'all are staring at the zip tie coming out from my head, aren't you? Are you? Like, is this getting on your nerves? Like, you can't concentrate because there's a zip tie coming out in the back of my head. It's better than a ponytail. You got to admit. I'll try to move it. Dear Jesus. This is Cynthia hair for sure. Okay, is that better? Okay. I just invented a new ponytail holder. So the kind of rabbit that I'm wanting, the color, I don't know the proper color, but I want it two-toned, like two-tone color. And I just saw this and I was like, Shane was like, you bought a rabbit? I'm like, yep, because one day we're going to have a lop here. So I'm going to have to break the news to Shane slowly. Shane is like a typical man. What he worries about is paying for all this. I don't worry about it. I'm like, Shane, my farm wasn't started by me. It's started by God. I don't worry. Like it always works out. So like he worries about feeding. He's like, Judy, our feed bill is already outrageous. I'm like, I got this. I got this. You don't worry about Snead's Farmhouse. I got this. You just worry about the honey-do list. Okay? So that's why I haven't told him yet. But my plan is over here, when Christmas is gone, I'm going to do an enclosure over here for the new rabbit. Okay, my question, Heidi, does it need a friend? Do I need to? You know, it takes two to make a farm go right. And I don't want her or him to be, I asked for a female, but I don't want her to be lonely. But I do not want to breed them. I just want them for pets. And it takes two to make a farm go right. It does. So I have to admit, I was pretty shocked at the cost of those, Heidi. They're not that expensive. Like these Angora bunnies are expensive. But I'm going to work on getting two, I guess. I said one, but it takes two to make a farm go right. And I don't want her to be lonely, but I got to get two girls. I do not want a male bunny. They spray. Two females. And they'll be pets. So I'm talking to this breeder because what she does is she only lets go of the ones that are not good for show because she shows the rabbits. So like I get the rejects, but I'm all about getting a reject. I am all bring the rejects on. That's what I love. I don't like a perfect animal. I just, it's like, so hopefully she'll have two reject girls from the litter. Girl, honey, it is so warm in this shop. It is 73 degrees in here. They are on concrete, but we'll work on that. But it's warm in here. It's toasty warm. We have heat. Yeah, I'm all about a reject. This will do. I'm all about a reject. So, yeah, Heidi, it's super warm. I mean, the concrete, but I can put something down. I just got to litter box train it. But I feel like I need a new animal to take with me, not new, but another animal to take with me into the libraries when I go. And sometimes schools want me to go there, and I'm like, it's so much better if you come here. But I'm like, okay, I'll go. It's not really what I like to do, but I just noticed this. Can't point to it. What the? I didn't even realize that was up there. What is that? A pressure? Oh my. Why is that in Snead's farmhouse? Hang on, somebody's here. It's just the FedEx guy. I forgot what I ordered. Lately, Shane was like, Judy, packages are coming in here left and right. And I'm like, you dang Skippy. They are, because I'll tell you, I knew this education center was up and coming. And I've been banking the bucks, saving for this education center. And by golly, I told him, I'm like, listen, I ain't going. I mean, if it's not something I want, like for example, the refrigerator. I was gonna go in Larry's house and get his refrigerator because he has a new refrigerator, and he's not moving back home, right? So I was gonna go get the refrigerator and bring it here. And I kept thinking about it. And I said, Shane, I don't really want that refrigerator. And he was like, why? Because you don't like the color? Like, what is it? It's a brand new refrigerator, Judy. And I'm like, I really want a vintage refrigerator for the education center. I literally know that it makes no sense to you. It makes no sense to you. I get it. But have I ever made sense to you? No. As a matter of fact, when this education center started, he goes, you're going to have to decide what color, because he told me he wanted to do, he said it would be easier to do the 10 around the bottom. Can y'all see? It's easier to do the 10 around the bottom and let me do shiplap at the top. And he's like, so you need to decide what color 10 you want. You just want galvanized, just like the silver? No. And he was like, what do you want? I'm like, I want white. He was like, you want white 10. I said, I want white 10. He told me how ugly it was going to look. And I said, dude, this ain't your shop. This is my shop. And then I told him I was going to put up white curtains. I said, I want white curtains. Judy, that is going to look ridiculous. I said, Shane, you're going to have to trust me. I want white curtains. He goes, it's going to get so dirty. I said, I don't give a flip. I want white 10 and I want white curtains. But now that everything is said and done, he's eating his words. He is. And then like these shelves right here, they were built by the previous owner. And he used to use it for storage. And Shane did the same thing. He used the shelving for storage. And I said, I want to put doors on them. He's like, doors? I'm like, yes, I want doors on the front of the. I'm like, just trust me. So anyway, but we got to come up with rabbit names. I'll probably only get one at first because I doubt she has 2 rejects. You know what I'm saying? She might. I forgot what I ordered, but I have been ordering a lot for the education center. Oh, let me show you what I ordered. Oh, let me show you this. My kids asked me what I wanted for Christmas. And they were going to buy me an Apple Watch because my Apple Watch died. And I said, no, that's too expensive. I don't want you to buy me an Apple Watch. They were like, what do you want? And this is what I picked out. Y'all are going to laugh. You get, it's a pack of 17. And they're like, I can't remember how much they cost because they're not that expensive. But I said, I'm going to need like 3 of these. But I'm going to put disco balls. I'm going to replace my Christmas balls with disco balls. And I'm going to have disco balls hanging in here. Isn't that cute? So, and then this one is going to go in the very center. And this one is huge. This one disco ball. It's $170 for this ball. So I got to save up for it. I said, don't buy me the big one. I'll buy the big one. Y'all just buy these. But I'm going to need like 3 packs of them. And they're all different sizes. So the bells are going to come down after Christmas and the disco balls are going to come up. And I'm thinking, you see the LED lights? They're really bright. I think these disco balls are going to pick up that lighting, and I think it's going to be cool in here. I hope. So that's what I told them I wanted. But I also bought this, and I laughed at Shane last night. We go to our date nights Tuesday nights, and I said, hey, I just want to let you know we're getting another Amazon package. He's like, what'd you buy this time? He goes, you're going backwards, Judy. And I'm like, no, I'm not. I can make money off that, Shane. I can sell popcorn. He goes, you ain't selling popcorn. You and the group home are going to be laid up on the couch every Wednesday popping popcorn, and you're going to go backwards. And I'm like, probably. He knows me very well. So I bought that. And then I did buy this. I just thought kids would like this. Popcorn and hot chocolate. Me and the group home are going to have a ball. We got our drinks in here. We got our TV. We got our karaoke. Okay, let me show you what I bought. I'm a bit concerned about it because it's not being delivered until the end of January. And I'm thinking, is this one of those things that's going to be like tiny? Well, shoot, hang on. I don't know if you can see it. It's a pink candy vending machine. And I went to Sam's and I bought some Skittles, some peanut M&Ms. Ooh, a projector. I need a projector. I got Skittles, regular M&Ms, and peanut M&Ms to go in this pink. But it says it's going to be delivered at the end of January. And I'm thinking, where's this shipping from? And is it going to be like this big? But it was expensive. It was $189. Here's the red one, but mine's pink. So I got one of those. I just thought it would be fun, you know. So a big screen. But where do I put the projector? I ain't got no wall space. I do feel like one day I want a bigger TV. One day. That's not on the list. One day. But it's coming together. But I just got to figure out Oh, I could hang a sheet. Oh, yeah. Okay. I could have movie night in here. Isn't that fun? Oh, we can pop our popcorn and have some chocolate and have our coffee bar. I did went and got some of these that don't have to be refrigerated. You know, I got 2 different flavors. But it's coming together. I'm so excited. I just got to figure out. I would like to reach more group homes. So I really need to go out and market myself to some group homes. And I need to market myself because I really want to push kids with autism and adults with autism. So I did go meet one autistic center, and I did talk to one of the big centers in Birmingham about coming here. So I've just got to go introduce myself and be professional. I'm not sure if I'm good at that. It's been a long time since I've been professional. Tina, you think it's coming from China? It is, isn't it? Is it going to be tiny? Let me look at the dimensions. Now you got me scared, Tina. Let's see. It uses real quarters. For $200, I wouldn't think it would be tiny. I guess I should have looked at the more details. It's a commercial vending machine. And the reviews are great. There's 5 stars. It comes with a key. But maybe mine's coming from somewhere else because it's pink. Leave it to me to have the pink one and not the red one. I probably got the red one if I ordered it tomorrow, but because it's pink. Judy, you're so extra. You're so extra. Debbie, I don't know. Like, to be honest, I'm in a good situation because this Snead's Farmhouse is, I don't do it for income. I do it because I love what I do. And Shane's income pays basically all the bills. And so, I started Snead's Farmhouse because people were asking me to come pet my animals. And as long as I am able to feed my animals and keep it clean and keep it safe and things like that, that's all I care about. I feel like how do I put it? I don't even know. Like, it's definitely a job because it's something that I have to work out every day, 12, 14 hours a day. And it's a lot of work. I'm out in the weather doing this, the heat of the summer, the cold. But it's like in my heart, it's like when the group home comes, it's like I just got $1 million check. The rewards are so much greater than money. I'm not like all of this, you guys help me do this. When you watch my content, you help me create a wonderland for kids with autism, people with disabilities. Like, we're providing a safe place for them to come and not be judged, to have a good time. I'm able to provide volunteer hours for them so that they can get grants, so that they can stay in business. So there is a place for them. Like, for example, Greg. Greg Greg came to the group home 6 months ago. And the reason he came to the group home is because his mother, that has taken care of him his whole life, had to go into the nursing home. So Greg had to find somewhere to live. Can you imagine if there was no group homes for these people that need it as their parents decline? I'm sure, like, I can only think, I'm a parent. I feel like a parent with a child that can't take care of themselves, I bet they worry about their future. Like, where are they going to go when I'm no longer here? What if I get sick? Where's he going? Where's Greg going? Like, what? I'm sure it goes through a parent's mind constantly when you have someone disabled that can't take care of themselves. Can you just think about it just a minute? Can you imagine what those parents go through? And I'm here to tell you, now I can't speak for any other place. I can only speak for Cullman, Alabama. But I'm going to tell you, I've had other group homes come where I'm not going to say they treated them bad, because they didn't. It's just that they're not into the people that come to the home, as if the group home that comes here, the people that work there, they don't do it for, I'm sure they do it for a paycheck, but you would never know it. Their heart is in it. They are helping. It's a love like no other. Mindy, Tammy, and Melinda are the three that come here. I can't even begin to tell you how their heart is so pure. And there's other people that have come here, other groups, and it's not the same. It's like, it's young kids that they have to come to work because mom is making them, and they're not into working with people with disabilities. It's almost like there was this girl here singing, and one of the leaders was rolling her eyes because it got on her nerves. And I'm sure if you hear it all the time, maybe it does. Melinda and Mindy and Tammy would never do that. They'd be up here singing with them. It's just like, I can just tell you, in Cullman, Alabama, the Margaret Jean Jones Center is incredible. It's incredible. But you can only imagine how a parent feels thinking about getting older and who's going to take care of Greg. And I'm going to tell you, that mama is resting assured that Greg is being taken care of. Greg is loved like you cannot even imagine. And when he comes to Snead's Farmhouse, I love on him too. And that's what is more than money to me, is seeing that. Y'all, look at all these presents. This is stuff y'all sent. Look at all that y'all sent. They're going to be so, if Judy's excited because there's a Diet Coke in my refrigerator, can you imagine what she's going to think when she gets all these presents? She's the cutest thing when she gets excited. Oh, Jason and Brooks' Peacock passed away. The white one. I didn't see it. Tell me what y'all are talking about. Scott died? How? Did he get sick or did something happen? I need to message Brooke. He got sick. Peacocks, let's see. When you free range a peacock, it's hard to get your hands on them. So when they get sick, you're kind of screwed because you can't give them medicine, and because they're free ranging, you can't get your, like if they had mites, okay, peacocks are bad about getting mites. And so if they're free ranging, you can't get your hands on them to treat them. And unfortunately, birds are bad about not showing signs of illness because the weaker gets picked on, the weaker gets beat up. So it's almost like it's too late to notice that they're sick, and then it's bad. I had a peacock pass away, and oh my gosh, yeah. I have 2 male peacocks, and I don't know if that's going to work because they may start fighting. He was just found dead. Yeah, the good thing about keeping them caged up is you can treat them for worms, and you can treat them for mites because you can get your hands on them. But when you get your hands on them, well, you can't see it now, but I've got, let's see if you can see it. You see this scar right here? That's from a peacock. Peacocks, when you go to get them, you have to get them a certain way or you're going to get slaughtered. I know that he was fully grown, so he had to be over 2 years old because he had a full train. That's the hard part about owning a farm, is when your animals die. Let's look. What is the lifespan of a peacock? 15 to 20 years. They can live up to 40 years in captivity. So a long time. Eight years old. You get so attached, You get so attached. Hang on, my cat's crying. Okay. Come on. Come on, Kiki. My cat was crying. What you need, Kiki? Come here. Come here. This is Cecil. Hey, Kiki. Come here. Come here. He's a good Kiki. Cecil found me. Cecil just showed up one day, and I went and took him to the vet and got him fixed. All right, guys. I have to finish cleaning the education center because I have a field trip tomorrow, and the high is like in the 40s. We're going to freeze. So I'm very thankful for this room, so they can come get some Cog Hill coffee and hot chocolate and cider and all those good things. So I got to finish cleaning up, and I got to go feed Larry some lunch and check on him. Thank you for joining me. I did not get to go live this morning because I was at the Coca-Cola because they donated drinks to my farm for the Christmas event for the group home. So I had to go get that. So thanks for joining me this afternoon. I guess it's still morning. I will see you next time. Bye, y'all. I don't know how to turn this off. I'm on my computer. Oh, end stream. Okay, bye, y'all.